I'm Juliette Keyes. I'm the managing partner and a business coach at Action Coach Tampa Bay. You know, every single business is going to exit at some point. The question is, are you really going to do it by design, or is it going to be just by a whim and by luck and hope that you can actually sell it when you go to exit the business? What will happen if you don't have an exit plan and you don't really design it the way you want it to is that you'll be left to whatever happens at that time. Usually it's very hard to find a buyer at the moment you need to when the business is wrapped around the owner. You also are leaving yourself up to the fact that the risk of something happening. The typical reason why a business closes quickly is because of a death or an illness or a divorce that happens. So being prepared for these things allows you to get the best rate possible on when you sell your business. The third thing you're giving up is typically you're leaving money on the table, meaning by not preparing your business for exit, you're actually taking a lower multiple, and typically your profit is a lot lower than it would be if you were working proactively to build it, knowing that you were going to exit your business. We actually worked with an owner who had been working 60 to 80 hours a week every single week for over 40 years. And he just couldn't imagine ever closing his business or how to sell it. He literally said his exit plan was just to throw the keys in, and that was going to be the end of it. He had over 20 employees that would have lost their savings and where they were going with their job. And so when we actually got in and started working on it, we were able to stabilize the team. We got a manager in place that ended up being able to buy the business. We increased his profitability. So in the end, he not only sold the business for more than he expected to get, but he actually told me, he's like, you tell other people, I actually was able to make more money on the investment of what I got for selling the business than I ever made working all those hours in the business. And I do share that story a lot because a lot of business owners don't realize the real potential of getting your business not only ready for sale, but what's going to happen after you sell it and exit the business successfully. The things you can do immediately to start the process of creating an exit plan is one, get really proactive. Start thinking about what you can do to let go of things in the business so that it can work without you. Two, start to become familiar with what really raises the multiplier. So in other words, every business based on its evaluation has a certain multiplier to profit that it sells at. And there are things that distinctly impact how many multiples you can get in your business. And third, starting to realize that you need to delegate and get things off your plate as soon as possible. So that's part of that proactive plan, is starting to understand where's your time going and which things are really a low fun, low skill area that would be easiest to delegate next. This is how you're going to start the path of getting a plan together, of being more proactive in your actions and getting more at the end of the sale of your business. So if you don't want to get to the end of your business and realize it's not sellable, in fact, business brokers will tell you of the businesses that were actually listed, only 15% of them are actually selling. That is not counting the ones that get turned away or all the businesses that get passed down in family businesses. If you don't want to wait until something occurs, like an illness or a death or having to go care for a family member in another state, this is something you want to prepare for now. And finally, if you want to get the most when you retire, when you actually go to sell, you want to get the highest multiple at the highest profitable base that you can, these are the things that you've really got to get put in place. And if you want to work together on them, the first step would be to book a discovery call so we can talk more about it, figure out where you are, and maybe even offer you one of our business evaluations to give a good idea of where you are now and where you need to be in the future. So book a call today.